EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for December 9th, 2024. It is Monday. We are back to work, and Kinsley's Family Market in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania sponsors the Monday video forecast. Christmas is a special time of year full of joy, love, and of course, delicious food. From gingerbread cookies to grand family feasts, food brings us all together. Stop on by and visit Kinsley ShopRite. They have all of your holiday favorites, from elegant prime rib, the freshest seafood, the sweetest desserts, and holiday wines. Their catering department offers an extensive holiday menu for family get-togethers or holiday parties. So eat, drink, and be merry. They are Kinsley ShopRite in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the Monday video forecast. So today we have a warm front moving through the region. We're going to get some rain. It's not going to be a tremendous amount of rain, but it will be raining, kind of rainy and drizzly all day. Here's the area low pressure up in the northern Great Lakes driving in this. There is a warm front attached to this. It's going to sink down here like this, kind of like that. That's where your warm front is today. And ahead of it is all of this rain, and that's going to move through during the course of the day today. Now, it won't be raining early this morning, but mid to late morning from southwest to northeast, we're going to have some rain moving through. Here, starting off at 8 o'clock in the morning, you see all this mess in western Pennsylvania that's going to make its way through our area, and this is going to be moving off to the northeast. And it will, again, mid to late evening or mid to late morning is when it moves into our region, and then it will go all throughout the afternoon. And by the time we get to the late afternoon to early evening period, this should be shutting off. Early evening will be the absolute latest. It's probably going to be late afternoon when it shuts off. So again, it's not a long time for this to occur. After this point, it just remains cloudy overnight, but this is what we have for total precipitation. Most areas in the interior are generally between a quarter inch and 0.4 is the top end. So we're kind of like right in that range here. 0.2 to 0.4 is what we're dealing with in terms of total rainfall from this. A little bit less further south, but that's the general consensus for the interior of what we can experience today. This is just kind of like an appetizer for the next one that's going to be coming in after that. And we'll get into that one now. We're going to have a cloudy night overnight and dry. Cloudy for most of Tuesday. And then once we get to the evening, we have more in the way of rain moving back in. And this is going to be a heavier rain event. This is ahead of a cold front and low pressure moving along that cold front. So because it's moving to our west, we're going to have synoptically driven warmth come into the region. Today is not going to be too warm because we're going to be in the opposite side of the warm front. And it's going to be 40 to 48. So a little cooler than yesterday, but then we're right back in the 50s again for highs on Tuesday. And it will peak on Wednesday ahead of this cold front before it finally moves through. But we have periods of rain continuing throughout the day on Wednesday, and you could have some especially heavy rain as part of this here on Wednesday, and we're looking at over an inch of rain at most locations from this. Okay, so this is going to be a solid rainmaker. And going back to the NAM here, just to pull us forward to the next one coming in. Again, these showers are going to work in Tuesday evening and then continue through the overnight, and then we're going to have another batch. This runs out of range here, but there's another batch down here that's going to come through during the day here on Wednesday and have a renewed threat of rain continuing, and that's where you're going to get your accumulations of rainfall that's going to be with these heavier amounts that are shown here. This will wrap up early evening on Wednesday and start pulling away. Might even end as a few flakes or maybe some very minor light snow in the highest elevations of northeast PA as it pulls away. Here's what the second batch will do for snowfall. Again, those higher elevations, you might get a coating to a half inch, maybe an inch in some places up in the highest elevations. So you have to get up there probably at 1,500 feet to see that or greater. The rest of us will not see that. Maybe a few flakes in the valleys of northeast PA, north central PA, that mixing in at the end before it ends, but without any accumulations. But then we get to total rain. Or I'm sorry, here's the total rainfall. That's what I was looking for. The total rainfall from this system. This is just the second part of it, and you see here solidly anywhere between an inch and a half for most areas. Maybe some locally higher than a half inch in a few spots. But other than that, so it's what we're dealing with for the second one. So the second one's going to be a lot more beneficial in the rainfall department. We are still behind in rainfall. We could certainly use this. Anything we're going to get between Monday and Wednesday, the combination of the 2 days there, you're probably closer to 2 inches for this entire 2-day event, which is spread between today and Wednesday. Okay, and then here is the wind that is going to follow this system on Thursday. Cold air advection related wind gusts, because again, we're going to have temperatures well into the 50s to near 60 here on Wednesday ahead of that front. Once that moves through, the temperatures crash. We're going to get down to the 20s overnight. Could be some black freeze issues. Again, we're going to follow that part of it and fine-tune that here over the next couple of days. But I think there's an opportunity for some of that standing water to freeze if the cold air can get in here quick enough, especially if we're changing over to snow in the far northern areas. But this is in the wake of this system, cold air advection-related wind coming in here on Thursday, much colder at the end of the week. We get up some 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts, maybe some peak gusts getting a little higher than that for a time here on Thursday. So that is another issue that we'll have to be paying attention to this week in the wake of this, because cold air is going to advect pretty quickly behind this on Wednesday night, and there will be some wind associated with it. So hopefully it'll help out with any black ice issues or any freezing conditions from standing water freezing on area roadways. Hopefully it'll dry it out before that happens. But it is going down into the 20s in most areas overnight on Wednesday night. And then Thursday and Friday are barely getting to freezing, if not only slightly above here, both Thursday and Friday, with again, some very, very cold temperatures here. Mostly sunny skies, though, to end the work week. And then once we get to the weekend, we are going to be partly cloudy here on Saturday, temperatures moderating a little bit, and then moderating further on Sunday. We get back into the 40s on Sunday. We're going to watch the next system coming in here that could bring a few showers here, either late Sunday or more likely Sunday night, but there's still the verdict's still out on that and what that's going to do. Just a system kind of lurking here. This is Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and it's still to the west of our region, so more than likely will be Sunday night, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because that's still at the end of our 7-day forecast period. So there's a lot of things going to happen between now and then. Doesn't look like a big deal right now. Just partly to mostly cloudy skies as we have listed in our local forecast now for Sunday. But again, temperatures get back in the 40s by the time we get to Sunday of this weekend. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for December 9th, 2024. Have a great Monday.